In today's Halacha, we are continuing with the series on the laws and customs of Erev Shabbos and Motzei Shabbos. We had originally begun discussing the laws related to baking challahs, and we discussed several points involved in them, especially those matters relevant to Hafrashas Challah. We'll now discuss several matters that relate to challahs themselves. The name Challah. Seemingly, one should ask, how did the bread that is customarily used and eaten for the Shabbos day meals called challah? It should be called lechem. Challah refers to the portion that's separated and given to the kohen. Why does the bread on Shabbos receive this name? The Shulchanaruchharav of Butchach in chapter 260 discusses this matter and states that this became a minhag of woman in order so it should serve as a reminder for women to remove challah from the dough. In other words, that this would serve this name as a reminder for this matter. The original name, however, of challah that women used to use was brachas, a word similar to brachas or barchas. And it's explained that the reason for this is because through the eating the Shabbos meals, one receives divine blessing. And therefore, these challahs were called brachas as they would give a person the blessing through the Shabbos. The shape of challahs. To minhag Yisrael of many generations to form the challahs in a straight, long line as opposed to round or square. The reason for this is because challahs represent the letter Vav of Hashem's holy name, Yud Kei Vav Kei. The Eliyah Rabbah in chapter 167, the name of the Shulchanaruchharav, explains this as follows: that when holding on to the challahs and making a bracha, one actually has representations of each one of the letters of the four-letter name of Yud Kei Vav Kei. The 5 fingers on each hand which holds the challah represent the 2 hays of Yud Kei Vav Kei, and the challahs form a Yud in their shape that they're held, and they themselves are a shape of a Vav, hence completing Hashem's name of Yud Kei Vav Kei. An alternative reason recorded in the Likutei Marich, in the name of the Divrei Chaim, is that the 2 challahs that are used in the shape of a Vav represent the 12 showbreads of the temple, as Vav is the gematria of 6. This explains the shape of the dough. Why, though, do we braid the challahs? What's the meaning behind braiding? The Pri Megadim in chapter 242 states that the reason this was done is because back in the day it was customary for women to add meat gravy into the dough and make it a lot more tastier. And since the dough is meaty, according to Halacha, would require a specific shape in order so you don't come to eat it with milk, as it is forbidden to bake milchik or fleishik bread without a recognition. And therefore, the custom became to braid it in order so everyone remembers that these are the fleishik challahs. Even though today we no longer are accustomed to do so, nevertheless, this custom has remained, even though we leave the challahs as parv. Placing the challahs on the table immediately after the baking. It's recorded in the Taz in Yeridea, chapter 178, and the Chassam Sefer also brings it down in his glosses of chapter 242 in Hilchos Shabbos, that as soon as the challahs are baked, they should be removed straight from the oven and be placed directly onto the Shabbos table without putting them anywhere else in between. And doing so shows Kavod Shabbos. This is similar to the Lechem Aponim of the Beis Hamikdash, which was placed directly on the table after it was baked. Nevertheless, this is not the widespread custom amongst Jewry as recorded in Likutei Marich. However, later Acharonim do record that it is best and proper for one to do so.